Okay. Nice little warm up. You guys all set? Feeling good? Feeling stretched out? All righty. So we're going to go ahead and start with the check drill. We're going to go ahead. We're going to start with pitch right down the middle. We're going to go 1, 2, and on the third one, we're going to rip it through. Really focusing on getting that elbow into the slot, just warming that up, because it's very important for this arm to get right into the slot. This is going to allow us to keep our hands inside the ball, drive that ball right up the middle. The more we keep our hands on the inside, the easier it's going to be to drive it into the middle of the field. Even if it's an inside pitch, you still hit it up the middle. Same thing with outside. So we're going to go ahead, load, 1, 2, 3, swing through. Notice how my head is staying in the center the whole time. 1, 2, 3. Nice. From there, we're going to add in a little bit of a fun one to make sure that we're getting the meat of the bat to that ball. So let's see a few more. Oh, we got 2 Top Gun logos here today. All right. See, you guys are already working it, already killing it. So from here, we're going to go ahead. We're going to load up. We're going to fire our hands to the ball. But we're going to stop ourselves right before the ball, making sure that we're getting all of the meat of the bat, the sweet spot, connecting right up with that ball. So I'll go ahead and do a few with you guys. We're not trying to hit it, but if you do, it's all right. We're going to go here, fire the hands to the ball. I accidentally hit it, but it was all bad. You see how the tee didn't move, didn't bend over? That's what we want. We want to make sure we're hitting only the ball. So go ahead, load up, fire your hands to the ball. On the third one, we're going to go ahead and just push it through. Make sure that tee is not bending, not flailing everywhere. Make sure we're hitting the entire ball. Ooh, Charles, you're switching on us today. Nice, James. So you get to that power L. Love the palm up, palm down. Looking great. Nice, Paxton. Nice. This whole time, we're going to be focused in on that ball, keeping our head still. Load up, drive to the ball. See how my shoulders are and my hips are going, but my head is staying still. It's exactly what we want. Driving our hands to the slot, bat to ball, finishing high. Right, you guys are doing awesome. Oh no, Charles, you're frozen. Nice, James. Perfect. Paxton, loving the swings, loving the cuts you're taking. From here, we're going to go ahead and do the Bryce Harper drill. If you guys don't know what the Bryce Harper drill is, it's where we coil up our body, showing the bottom of our foot where the back of our our back pocket to the pitcher, land, and fire. We're coiling up like we're a rubber band wrapping around a finger, right? So as we turn, we coil up, plant, explode. Seeing how my head's staying still, center of my body. It's here, boom, explode. Imagine that there's a rod going through you to the floor all the way up to the ceiling. And for you guys outside, just imagine there's a ceiling. So we're going ahead, we're coiling up, landing, firing through. Kind of hard to do while holding the rod, but we're coiling up, landing, firing through. Keeping everything in the center. I'll go ahead and join you. So we're here, coiling up, firing through. See how the T wasn't flying everywhere? Trying to hit the meat of the bat on that ball. Coiling up, firing through. Another one for you guys. Coiling up. Oh no. See how my head dropped there? I hit only T, right? Try and keep our head still. Fire our hands at that ball. Nice. Really feel all that weight on that backside, right? So we're loading, getting athletic in the backside, firing everything to our hands. Boom. Right through the zone. Then once you guys are feeling comfortable with that, you can go ahead, move the tee around, go outside, go inside, whatever you guys like. Try switching it up. So you're here, boom, all in one motion. You guys are looking awesome. All right. Go ahead, take a minute, shake out, collect the balls if you need to. I know it's just us three today, so it's going to be a lot of swings, a lot of reps, and a lot of new drills if you haven't done them before. And for those of you who have, this is just trying to tune those drills, right? Fine tune those habits, getting the arm into the right slot, palm up, palm down, driving our hands to the ball. See how without even holding the bat, it's still flat, right? Driving everything up the middle. All right. You guys are in this position. It's a very strong position. This is where you're going to get the most power from. So if you have someone there, go ahead, get into this position right here. Elbow connected to hip. Try seeing if they can move that bat on you. Smack the bat, right? They'll move the bat. If the bat's flying everywhere, you're not cemented into your body. You're a little bit out. If you're out, it's weak, right? So the closer you have those hands in, the stronger that bat will be. Boom. Firing it to the zone. Nice swing, James. All righty. We will go ahead and move on to another drill. So for this drill, we're going to step into the box. I don't have a name for it, but it's a tempo drill. So what we're going to do, we're going to start outside the box. For this first round, we're going to step in with our left foot first, if you're a righty, and if you're a lefty, it's going to be right foot first. So step in with the left foot, right, rock into your load, fire those hands. Everything should be one fluid motion. So step in, rock, boom, right up the middle. And we want to be explosive with this movement. We want to put everything into it. Really feel for yourself, use every little bit of power from your legs. You go in, step back, boom. So one more time, step in, rock back, strong and up the middle. Nice. Now, I know we wouldn't be doing this in game. We always set up, we always get in the box, get nice and ready, do whatever we need to do before the pitch. Have a little wiggle, relax, shake out, whatever you guys want. When that ball comes in, we're going to be loading and getting ready to explode to that ball. This is just kind of adding a little bit of tempo. Let's say the guy quick pitches you, and you don't have time for a super high leg kick, or you don't have time to already set your hands or whatever you do. It's just a quick load, boom. Almost as if there's a two-strike approach. Keep it nice and simple. Here, boom, just short to the ball. Go ahead, step in, rock back, boom. And with this drill, our body is moving a lot. When we're stepping in, we're going to be leaning. When we step back, we're moving again. It's from here where we got to keep our heads still. As soon as we get that body into position, that front leg locked out, boom, firing into position. See how my hips and my elbow move as one? Firing at the ball, finishing nice and high. Nice. Nice, Paxton. All righty. Go ahead, take a couple more like that. Nice. Now from there, we're going to add on. Instead of stepping in with our front foot or our left foot for righties, right foot for lefties, we're going to step in with our back foot. So you're going to step in, do whatever leg kick you do, plant, and stay there. Make sure that your feet are square, everything's squared up with plate, your shoulders aren't out, shoulders aren't super closed, everything's here. Nice and steady. Then we'll go ahead, actually step in, lift, firing to the zone. We're going to go ahead, step in with the back foot, lift up into, if you have a leg kick, if you have a slide step, whatever you have, step into it, fire the hands to the zone. Boom, boom, boom. See how my head was moving everywhere? I want to keep it still. It's going to be moving a lot when you're stepping in and point, but try to keep it as still as possible. Oh. All right, you're back, Paxton. Cool. Hopefully you caught what we were doing. If not, I'll go ahead and say it again. So before we were stepping in with our front foot, now we're stepping in with the back, going into our load, firing at the ball. I'll do a couple for you. We're stepping in with the back foot, getting into our load, keeping our hands in, head still. Those are two very, very crucial parts to a swim. If you can't see the ball, how are you going to hit it? Nice. All right. Guys are looking awesome. I know we're really jumping through a lot of drills. Go ahead, take a little breather, grab a sip if you need it, a little sip of water. We're doing a lot of swings, a lot of different drills, but they all really, really help. As weird and as goofy as some of them seem, they really do help, as long as you're focusing on the real part of the drill. No one's going to be swinging like this, right? No one's twisting all the way up, but focusing on getting into that back side so that you can get to the good power L position with our back leg, then we're doing the drill right. Same thing with the tempo drill or the step-in drill. As long as we keep our backside solid, that's all we need with those drills. Now we're going to do a little bit of a goofy one. So you see how when you're a righty, your left hand's on the bottom and your right hand's on top, right? Some of us have a tendency to really grip that bat really tight and really intense. All we're going to do is we're going to flip the hands, because if you grip it really intense, you're not going to be able to swing right whatsoever. We won't swing some game ever. This is just to make sure our hands are nice and relaxed, our fingers point up to the sky, and that our door knocking knuckles are in line. We're going to take a few swings like this, as goofy as it's going to feel, because if you start to death grip, look at where that bat goes, and you lose all control of that top hand, and that bat is going down. If you're nice and relaxed, you're here, everything's still in control, and it's going to go through. We're only going to do a couple swings just so you guys can feel it, because it's not really a natural motion. It's just to make sure that you're nice and relaxed, fingers point up to the sky, and your knocking knuckles are in line. The more relaxed your hands are, the more whip and speed you're going to have to get in your hands to the ball. If you get burnt on a fastball, you can use your hands and just hit it as long as you're relaxed. If you're too tense, it's going to be a lot slower. So be relaxed. Go ahead. If you can move that bat in your hand when you're setting up and then just grip it a tiny little bit more, then you're all set. Like, I don't even have to wrap my hands all the way around the bat to hold it, because it's nice and relaxed. in the tip, in my fingers, not in my palms. Everything's nice loosey-goosey and fast to the ball. This is really going to help with you guys getting your hands to the ball, getting more power on that ball, everything you need to be a good hitter. You guys are really tense, really tight. It's going to be a lot slower. You want to be as quick to the ball as possible, right? Relaxed hands will help us. Boom. If we're tight, it's boom. But if we're nice and relaxed, it's boom. You guys can see a little bit of a difference there. I wouldn't swing fully, but you could see the difference. I swung about 50% on both of those. And you could already see from tight to loose, which one's a lot faster. All righty. Now that little rant about the death gripping is over, we're going to go ahead and move back into bottom hand and top hand. Both of these are very important. We're going to go ahead and start with the bottom hand. With this hand, with your top hand, you can go ahead, put it on your chest, on your shoulder. All we're really working on is getting our hand to the ball. That bat nice and level through the zone, driving it up the middle. You don't have to take it super hard or super fast. Just make sure you're getting the meat of that bat on that ball. Keep your hands in, nice and relaxed. See, with every swing, that bat is flat, hitting every single point in the zone. That's what we want. We want to be able to hit any pitch, anywhere. So if it's a little bit deep on you, you can still hit it in the middle, out front, then finishing high. Nice and easy. Your bottom hand is what controls the plane of your bat. If you're going here, see how that bat starts to dip? That elbow pulling it through is going to allow you to hit every part of that zone. If you guys have a baby bat or a little T-ball bat, you can go ahead and use that. It's nice and easy all the way through the zone. I'll do a few with you with my bat and the wood bat, or the baby bat. So with the wood bat, the big bat, what we do, choke up nice and high, get set, nice and easy through the zone. You want to make sure you have as much control over that bat as physically possible. If the bat starts to dip, grip a little bit higher. I know that bat can be heavy, but go ahead and sit up. Nice and easy. The baby bat, it's a lot lighter, a lot smaller. So it's going to be a lot harder to keep your hands inside and still get that power, right? But what we're doing, nice and easy. All the way through that zone. Even with the baby bat, as tiny as it is, I'm still getting flat, driving it through the zone. So we're here, driving it through the zone. Bottom hand is what pulls that bat through, creating the whip and most of the power with your hands. You see every good power hitter, you see their forearms are pretty big, right? It's because they have a lot of control with their bat. This will help build that. The more control over the bat, the more you'll get through the zone, the more power you'll have. Paxton, I know we did this one this morning, but it's still good to do. A lot of pros, every single day when they're doing tee work, they work on using the baby bat, using one hand. making sure they have as much control over that bat as possible. It's a very important drill and one that gets overlooked a lot, but it helps a lot to create a nice level swing so you can drive every single pitch. I want to see about 5, 6 more swings with this, and then we'll go ahead and work on top hand. Paxton, go ahead and grip a tiny bit higher. I know that you're working on the backhand now. If you grip a little bit higher, you'll have more control. Your top hand is what controls the level. Because your bottom hand is the power and whip, top hand is your guide hand, getting it into the slot. Because if you don't get into the slot, the bat's here, or the bat's here. You want to get into the slot, drive it through. So speaking of top hand, we'll go ahead and jump right into it. What I want you guys to do with your bottom hand, just put it on your other side, right? And what we're focusing on is driving that elbow into the slot. See how the bat's level? Just driving it nice and easy through. Your top hand is your guide hand, making sure that the bat's not flying everywhere. It may be a little bit weaker, but it's very important to get that guide. Almost like you're trying to punch someone in the gut, right? Or uppercut someone. It's more powerful if it's inside your body. The more you start to get out, the more you'll start feeling it actually in your arm. And it's going to be a weaker swing. We're going to focus on home, inside, whipping it through the zone. So we're going to be here, here, oop, my bad, here, here, home. That bat should be home, creating a nice swing pattern. I'll do a couple with the baby bat, and then I'll do the real bat. So we're here, nice and easy, lift it up, boom. I completely missed. So we're here, to the slot. Oh my Lord. You guys can see I also need to work on this. We're here, nice and easy, right through the zone. Baby bat, very hard. So we're, oh no. Keep going. I'll go ahead and use the real bat now. A little bit easier. Gripping up high, nice and choked up. Driving it through the zone. One more. Through the zone. It's very important to have control over that bat. If we have no control, we're not going to be able to hit a ball or hit a ball very well. So the more control you have, the more power, the more consistent, the more accurate your swings will be. All right. James, try to focus on keeping that front shoulder in, right? I know it's our backhand or top hand, but if we're flying out, that bat's going to start coming out. We want to keep it nice and close in. Same thing with you, Paxton. Keeping our shoulders in, nice and athletic, driving our elbow to the slot. We start to pull out, our elbow starts to go out as well, and that bat goes out, creating a weaker swing. We want to be powerful to the ball. Nice, there you go. Oh boy, James. Paxton, beautiful. Way to keep that shoulder in. You guys are looking good. Thanks. Grab that. You guys are looking awesome. I'm loving what I'm seeing. All righty. We're going to go ahead and move on to another drill. James, I see you're on a hard floor. Paxton, are you in the grass or on soft surface?
I'm on turf.
All righty, perfect. James, if you have like a little mat or a towel, it would really help because I don't want you guys banging up your knees for this next drill, because what we're going to do, oh, perfect, you have a pillow. What we're going to do, we're going to set up the T as low as it can go. And all we're going to do is we're going to go low as well. This is working on really driving that backside. So we're going to get super low, like very, very low, and slim. See how my knee came down to the ground? If I move this bucket, you can see I created the power L. We're staying low, driving that knee. That knee's going to hit the ground. And I want to see both of you guys have that power L, creating an L with our leg. It's a very, very hard drill. You're going to feel it immediately in your thighs. So we're nice and low here. Power on through the ball. Everything stays the same with our upper body. We're squatting really low, driving our legs through that ball. This is one we have not done yet in any of our tea times. It's a very, very fun drill, very hard drill. A lot of catchers know the feeling where you're just squatting all day. It's going to burn. And it's going to feel really weird, but it really focuses on driving that back leg, creating a power L. And you guys are going to start to see it. If your shoulders dip a little bit, you're going to knock over that tee. Or you're going to hit the very top of the tee somehow with an uppercut, right? We want to stay level through that ball. Driving our hands to that ball. So we're nice and low. Boom. Nice and low. Boom. Creating a power L with our leg. Nice, Paxton. Go ahead, get a little bit lower. Like get into almost like a little squat. You know how when we warm up, we do those mobile squats, right? With Coach Payton, almost be that low, and you're gonna be here, boom. So that you're not coming from up top and dropping your shoulders down. We wanna be super low already, boom, hands flat to that ball. Almost like we're trying to hit a high pitch, how our hands stay high. Instead, we're going down, focusing on bringing that knee to the ground, hands stay high. Attaboy, James. Oh, yeah, you might want that towel back. I know it gets rough on that hard floor. I've been there, it hurts. It's not fun. See how so both of you guys are actually doing the same thing. As soon as I'm going to back up a little more so you can see me. Once you guys are landing, you guys are starting to fall backwards and you're making a acute triangle or a very small angle triangle, we want to stay up, creating a 90-degree angle. Our leg creates an equal sign with the ground, and our thigh is driving straight into the ground. So when we're here, we're boom, creating that power L. This is going to work a lot of things, guys. It's not an easy drill. This is really going to be a leg burner, working on getting the power L and keeping our shoulders in. Because if we start to pull out, look where that back goes. It's going to hit the T, where I'm going to have to uppercut. And that's how we're going to want to do. We don't uppercut at the ball, right? We're nice and level through the zone. So we're here, boom. See how I'm creating a nice L with my legs? That's all we're doing. Boom. Boom. It's going to start burning. Yeah, attaboy, James. Nice, Paxton. Awesome. James, try to stay up, right? Don't collapse. Stay up on that knee. Really feel your core activate. Drive your hands to the ball. Boom, perfect. Hey, doggo. Nice, Paxton. Gotta stay balanced, right? Don't want to be falling over. This one's gonna work up a sweat. You guys are doing a very, very hard leg exercise. Staying in a squat is not easy. If either of you guys have done wall sits, it's just like that. But instead, we don't have the wall holding us up. It's our core being stable, driving everything to the ball. You guys are looking awesome. I know it's not an easy drill. I know it's probably starting to burn a lot, but it's gonna help a lot. Because once you guys start activating your core, staying still, driving those hands, keeping the shoulders in, you bring that up to your real at bats, boom, everything's gonna be a lot powerful, a lot stronger, and a lot more consistent. You guys are you'll see some ground balls, they're gonna turn into line drives. Those line drives that you were hitting, even further and harder line drives. And that's what we're going for. We wanna hit line drives right up the middle. That is what we call a perfect hit when we're trying to work, right? Anytime you see a pitch, you think up the middle, right? Keep your hands in, driving them to the ball. Because we're lower, it's like a high pitch. Keep them in, but they stay high. See how my elbow's still connected to my body? Even if it's a little bit higher, it's still here. Still level through the zone. And if it's a low pitch, I go down to get it. See how my elbow's still here? I'm, boom, getting that low pitch. In the middle, boom, high. Boom. Everything stays the same. It's just the level changes a little bit. Go ahead. I know you guys have been doing this drill for a little bit. Shake out your legs. I know it's gonna start killing them. Go ahead, shake out your legs, and we'll do a fun drill after it. Shake out your legs, grab a sip of water if you need it, pick up balls, and then we'll get into a little bit of a more fun drill. Instead of killing our legs, we're gonna do a Happy Gilmore drill. Paxton, I know we did Happy Gilmore a little bit this morning, but it's pretty fun. It definitely helps with timing and making sure we're not getting out front, right? So there's two versions. There's the crossover into a Bryce Harper drill, which you start a little bit back, cross your right foot over, you come up, load, driving to the ball. So your right foot, you start here, foot over, lift up, drive that ball. The second one, which we're going to switch each swing, is a shuffle happy Gilmore, where you replace your feet and get athletic. Stay on that back side. If you start feeling yourself get out front or pulling back, that's where you know you need to get on the inside of your leg. So when we're shuffling, keep control, pull. Everything stays in the middle. Even when I'm shuffling, my body's in the middle, right? I'm not getting out here where I'm falling forward, and I'm not falling backwards, right? Because both those ways we lose power. And the bat starts to dip or starts to chop. It's no good. So we want to stay solid, activate our core, shuffle, boom, right into the zone. So every pitch, we're going to switch from stepping to shuffle. This is really going to help with timing. We don't ever know what the pitcher's going to throw to us. We don't know if he's going to throw a fastball, curveball, changeup, you name it. So with switching up every single time, it's like a different pitch. Yeah, you got a question there, Paxton? I'll unmute you here.
So no, I don't have a question. It's just that my battery is at 10%. So how long more will this be? How much longer?
So we're actually just doing this last drill, and then we are all set. All good? All good? Thumbs up? All right, perfect. So we'll go ahead and do a few of these before we wrap it up today. We're going to start with crossover. Cross over, lift up, ball right up the middle. See how even with the low T, the T didn't move? I'll do the same with the high T. I'll move up the T, and I'll do a shuffle. We'll replace our feet, boom, and that T's not moving anywhere. So we can move that T around, change the height, just like a pitcher would do. They're not going to throw it right down the middle every single time, right? So we'll go ahead, change it up. I'll do a low shuffle. Replace our feet, run that ball. Now I'll do a high step crossover. We'll start here, crossover, leg kick, right through the zone. We can also do the same for outside and inside. I'll go ahead and do an outside pitch for you guys, just so you can see it. I'll do a shuffle, boom, and that T is not moving, right? Really focusing on getting that meat of the bat to the ball. Nice. You guys are looking great. Do a couple more swings, and then we can bring it in. Nice, James. Paxton, loving the bat path. Loving how you're keeping your shoulders in. Same thing with you, James. Loving it. Keeping that shoulder in, getting to the slot. Perfect. Go ahead, get your last swing in, and you guys can bring it in. I'll go ahead, unmute you guys. All righty, good work. No problem, buddy. Good work today. You guys are all set. You guys worked hard. Hopefully you learned a few new drills. They all help a lot. You guys were awesome. You guys were troopers. Good work today, guys. See ya.
See ya.
Good. All right. How's it going?
Hey, thanks, man.
No problem. Good work today.
How'd you do? Good?
Doing great. Yeah. Hopefully you learned a few new drills. I know we kind of burnt out the legs, but
Yeah, I think he's tired from 2 workouts.
Oh yeah, he's working hard. I love it.
Yeah, he's got a scrimmage on Saturday, so first one of the year, so we'll see how it goes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
He's gonna kill it.
All right, thanks, man.
No problem. Have a good one.
Talk to you soon. Thanks.
Yes, sir.